Hey, it's Dr. Ernst, host of the Ask Dr. Ernst show. And this Saturday, we had the most epic masterclass, Thyroid Heal Thyself. Over 300 people online. We are breaking free from the reliance on medications for thyroid, energy, focus, attention, brain fog, even weight loss resistance. Did you know that 90% of people with a thyroid condition have an autoimmune disease called Hashimoto's, and the medications they take are not addressing the root cause? During this masterclass, we revealed the top 3 root causes of thyroid issues: neurological involvement, leaky gut, and heavy metal toxicity. If you'd like to learn how to boost your energy, burn fat, feel great, get your hair back, and get every lustrous energy component that you have, text the word thyroid plus your name and email to 704-906-2094. We'll shoot the masterclass over to you, and you also get the free ebook, Thyroid Heal Thyself. Trust me when I say this is an event that's going to change your life and bring your energy, your vitality, and your essence back.
Beyond wine, we really care about health. The health of the planet and the health of each other. That's what inspired us to start this business. Our family of team members meets every morning for a group meditation, followed by an open gratitude session. We believe a sound mind with a focus on peace is the best instrument for change. Joint meditation is the cornerstone of our company culture, and it helps us remember what's important, spreading joy and love, just like our family growers. Our family is a collection of passionate, health-conscious individuals who love to laugh and enjoy each other's company. We eat seasonally, grow our own vegetables, cook together, and share wine. Our team is incredibly dedicated to our mission. Everything from sourcing the wines to answering service questions. Your natural wines were found and sourced around the world by our wine team. They taste every one, oversee their lab testing, and choose exactly which ones go in which box. If you order, your individual box will be packed by our incredibly hardworking fulfillment team. If you have any questions, your service requests will be handled by a wonderfully loving member experience family who only have one goal in mind: your 100% happiness. This video is put together by our talented media team, filmed and edited in-house, just like the rest of our artful media. From our unique creations to our printed lifestyle piece called A Matter of Taste. We put love into everything we do, and we hope to share it with you.
Would you like to experience a better night's sleep? Want to feel well rested and ready for your day? Discover an amazing solution with Celient Sleep Recovery. Our Celient Sleep Recovery products are made from a patented yarn embedded with a blend of 13 infrared active minerals. Celient technology never washes out. The benefits will last for their entire lifespan. Minerals reflect the body's own energy by using Celient infrared active technology, boosting your oxygen levels and improving circulation to reach REM sleep gracefully. Our customers love to comfortably sleep throughout the night because of Celient. We've conducted 9 independent clinical studies by well-respected scientific institutions and universities that prove the many positive effects Celient has on the body. Our technology is designed to help you achieve a refreshing sleep recovery. Get into bed to experience our smooth Celient Egyptian cotton blend sheets. Protect your mattress against the sands of time with our Celient mattress protectors. With our pillow protectors, you get the benefits of our recovery therapy. Explore new places and feel well rested throughout your journeys. Discover luxurious support that allows you to sleep in almost any position. Neck blankets are small and compact. You can bring them with you just about anywhere. Experience the foundation your body deserves. Start waking up refreshed and always ready for the day ahead. It's time to achieve the best sleep of your life to unlock your hidden potential. Start experiencing a better night's sleep with our Celient Sleep Recovery products today. Celient. Recycle your body's energy.
Good afternoon. Happy Saturday. You're listening to the Ask Dr. Ernst show. My name is Dr. Ernst, and hey, it's a show where pounds are shed, disease is dead, and where you can be set free from your health problems. Man, I am coming at you completely full of energy. I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. We had our Thyroid Heal Thyself Masterclass. 350 people joined us today to learn how to lose weight, feel great, get their energy back by fixing their thyroid and their subclinical hypothyroidism. Hey, if you missed this event, now is your last chance opportunity for me to shoot you over a replay where you can watch the entire event completely free this weekend. If you missed it and you want to learn how to lose weight quickly and bounce back with energy and get rid of your brain fog and thicken your hair, text the word replay plus your name and email to 704-906-2094. That's the word replay with your name and email to 704-906-2094. We'll shoot you over the replay for today's event, and we're going to shift gears right now into spring cleaning your body for effortless weight loss. So in today's episode, I'm going to turn upside down the concept of weight loss. If you have been counting calories or cutting carbs or killing yourself in the gym with little to no results, take a deep breath. Ready? Because what I'm going to teach you today is going to finally make everything make sense. You see, the weight that you're carrying around, more than likely, like a 95% likelihood, is not because of what you're eating. It's not because of how hard you work out or don't work out. It is because of what you are absorbing and the effect of what chemical toxins do to our body's ability to burn fat. Look, we are swimming literally in a sea of environmental and invisible toxins. From the air we breathe, to the water we drink, to the food we eat, even the products that we rub on our skin. Our modern world is completely saturated with chemicals that were never meant to be inside the human body. And they're not just irritants. They are hormone disruptors. They are metabolic blockers, and they're what I like to call chemical fat fertilizers. They are physically, silently sabotaging your ability to burn fat. You've probably been told that fat gain is a matter of excess calories, right? That you just need to eat less and move more to lose weight. And that is further from the truth than you could ever imagine. Why are so many people today eating right and exercising, but yet still gaining weight? Why is obesity rising in this health-conscious population still? The truth is, toxins make us fat, period. They clog our livers. They disrupt our hormones. They mess up insulin and leptin. Listen, the secret, guys, leptin is a hormone that tells your body to burn fat, and yet many of us are resistant to leptin. We're resistant to insulin. They force us to store fat, shut off our liver's detox processes. And in fact, the fat that's on our body is your way of protecting yourself. Think of it as like wrapping those toxins in a protective bubble so that they don't damage your organs. And we want to lose weight, and our body says, can't do it because it's full of toxins. So in today's show, we're going to expose the hidden epidemic, toxicity overload, and how it's not just your laziness in the gym. Trust me, it's not. And it's not your ineffective diet. Trust me, it's not. It is the fact that we have to start paying attention to the real cause of stubborn weight. You're going to learn the difference between superficial cleansing and deep cellular detoxification. You're going to discover how your liver, the unsung hero against your fight against fat, is playing for you, but for many of us needs a good wash and a cleanse and a deep, deep detox. And we're going to show you the nutrients that you can use to do that. And today, I'm going to show you the shocking top 10 products that are in your house that are silently making you gain weight. You're going to hear what's toxic about each of these 10, how they wreck your metabolism, but most importantly, what you can use to replace them to allow your house to become a healing environment. So do me a favor. Text the word detox plus your name and email right now to 704-906-2094. I'm going to shoot over to you a functional approach to weight loss. It is an ebook guide to helping you bounce back and start burning fat fast. It has everything you need to engage a detoxification, including a detox diet, a detox shopping list, and all the resources that are available for you. All you have to do is text the word detox with your name and email to 704-906-2094. And just like this morning, Every time I host a masterclass, hundreds of people join us. So why don't you think ahead? Saturday, May 10th. Had to look at it for a second. Saturday, May 10th, 10 a.m. in the morning. Online masterclass, effortless weight loss, effortless detox. It's yours free. Just simply text the word detox with your name and email to 704-906-2094. Okay, so let's begin the conversation with a startling truth. Obesity is no longer just a personal issue. You guys know this. It's a national epidemic. And yet most people are blaming themselves. They think it's their lack of willpower, or they're not understanding of how to work out hard enough, or that they can't just stick to a diet. But what if I told you that fat gain is not always about food, it's more about your environment, and it's about your toxic overload. In our modern world today, listen to this, 80,000 synthetic chemicals have been produced since World War II in our air and our water and our food and our packaging and even in our homes. Many of these compounds are what scientists today call obesogens. Now listen to this, ready? They're chemicals that literally cause your body to gain weight, and yet they fly under the radar of most nutritional plans and fitness routines. You can't count or burn off toxins like you do calories. Physically impossible. When a toxin enters your body, whether it's a pesticide in the food, fluoride in your toothpaste or your water, or synthetic fragrances in your shampoos and lotions, your liver immediately tries to neutralize them. But if your detox pathways are congested or overwhelmed, or for most people, undernourished, your body turns to plan B, which is to put them into fat. Your fat cells, think of them as like protective bunkers, will lock away toxins so that they can't hurt your vital organs. But it's not weight gain, technically. It's a biochemical defense mechanism. This is why so many people say, I'm eating clean, I'm working out, and I can't get rid of my belly. It's because you're not just storing calories, you're storing chemicals. And this is not just about battling fat. We are talking about inflammation, hormone confusion, toxic overload. And until you address these root causes, the fat will not bulge. In fact, guess what? It's going to fight back, and often it puts even more fat on. So let's take this a step further. Whether you start a detox diet or a weight loss program, the fat in your body won't shrink because the fat cells are storing toxins. Rather than doing burning, they often release hormones which can trigger mood swings and headaches and even plateaus. So if your diet isn't working, it's because your detox pathways aren't open. So to lose weight and release toxins, you must get your body back on track with detoxification. So you see, obesity is not just a caloric problem, it's technically a toxicity issue. And detoxing today is not just something that's optional or some sort of like wellness hack. In my opinion, it is the foundation for you to be able to lose weight, have a healthy body, and maintain health for a long time. So what we need to do is discuss this concept that most of us are detoxing inappropriately. I'd like to clear up a huge misconception right now. Definitely download the Weight Loss Heal Thyself ebook. It talks all about this, the problems of cleansing versus detoxing. Cleansing will not do what you want. Detoxing will. Download the functional approach to weight loss. It shows you how to do this properly. Text the word detox with your name and email to 704-906-2094. The ebook is yours for free. The masterclass is yours for free. Saturday, May 10th. I know it's 4 weeks out from today, but it's going to fill up fast. So you're going to want to grab that right now. What is cleansing versus detoxing? Let's clear up a misconception. Not all detoxes are created equal. In fact, many people use the term detox when they're actually just doing a cleanse. Cleansing is like giving your car a wash on the outside. It makes it sparkle, it looks great, but it does nothing for your engine. Detoxing, on the other hand, would be like changing the oil, flushing your transmission, replacing your fuel filters, making that car actually drive better rather than just look better. Cleansing makes you feel good temporarily, but detoxing will unburden your organs and remove stored waste and help you to restore metabolic clarity. Most people think of a rinse and repeat mode when they do their cleansing, but in fact, cleansing is too superficial. It's not about elimination. It's just simply about getting things moving. Most people would do a kidney cleanse to help them flush their kidneys out, or a colon cleanse just to get their bowels moving. True detoxing is not always as glamorous. Sometimes it stirs up old symptoms. Sometimes it slows down before it speeds up. But here's the difference. Real detox works with your biology, not just against the way it looks, but it requires time and nutrients and intention. When done properly, detoxification can create a lasting effect. And you've probably seen these over-the-counter detox teas and slim-down smoothies, and how about the 7-day belly detoxes, or even what I would call sort of the juice cleanses and these master fasts. So we need to stop calling everything you see a detox. If you want real change, we have to go all the way down into your body's engine for detoxification, which is your liver. How your liver plays a role in detoxification is essentially important. And this is where most people miss the mark. Your liver is your body's detox command center. It's working 24/7. It filters your blood, it neutralizes toxins, it breaks down hormones, and it removes waste. In fact, you ready for this? 500 vital functions are known to take place in the liver every single day. Many of them involve keeping you clean from the inside out. But your liver isn't just a filter like most people think. It's a chemical processing plant where detoxification is at its core. And it's broken into 2 phases, phase 1 and phase 2. Now, this is not very complicated. You can do this. Phase 1 is the breaking down phase. Your liver uses an enzyme called cytochrome P450 to take fat-soluble toxins and start to break them down. Think of the enzymes as like scissors. They snip apart the toxins to make it easier to handle. But here's the catch. Most of these intermediates are actually more toxic than the original compound. This is why phase 2 comes in hand, the binding and the elimination. The liver acts as a various method to take things like sulfur and amino acids and methylation groups and take those toxins and make them water soluble. Once they're water soluble, toxins can be excreted through the bile, which is a product of your gallbladder, your urine, of course, of your kidney, and your sweat. So think of phase 1 as like opening a trash bag, and phase 2 is like putting it in there and taking it out to the curb. Here's the problem and why most people have overactive phase 1 and undernourished phase 2s. Ready for this? Phase 2 is nutrient dependent. It requires sulfur and magnesium and B vitamins and glutathione and amino acids like glycine and methionine. Without these, your liver gets stuck where it's only doing phase 1 and it's not doing phase 2 for elimination. This is why toxins accumulate even if you're eating well and exercising. A sluggish liver doesn't just affect your ability to detox, it slows down your metabolism, increases inflammation, and causes your bile to back up, which is needed for fat digestion. So in other words, a congested liver is like a congested waistline. You're not just what you're eating, you're what you don't eliminate. So think of it this way. Supporting your liver is the missing key to effortless weight loss. And most of us are not nourishing our phase 1 and phase 2 detox pathways because we're deficient in the nutrients we need. Many of us have never even paid attention to this in the first place. So in summary, your liver is like a silent organ of metabolic cleaning. It is the engine of your detoxification. And when you feed it right, you support both phase 1 and phase 2, your body becomes an effortless, fat-burning, energy-producing, self-healing machine. So what are these nutrients? Well, guess what? Number 1, they're all here for you in the Functional Approach to Weight Loss ebook. You can download it right now by texting the word detox plus your name and email to 704-906-2094. It also has a detox diet and a detox shopping list, and a detox guide is basically your secret approach to burning fat fast using detoxification. So now that we know the liver has phase 1 and phase 2, and we know it's nutrient driven, let's start with how do we activate phase 1. This is your first line of defense. Again, it's activated and enhanced by an enzyme called cytochrome P450. This enzyme is highly dependent upon B vitamins, specifically vitamin B2, B3, B6, B9, and B12. They require antioxidants like glutathione and vitamin C. So if we look at plant-based compounds, quercetin, resveratrol, curcumin, and these B vitamins, you can help to upregulate phase 1 portion of the detox. But here's where most detox efforts go wrong. People will ramp up their phase 1, maybe with some sort of a supplementary cleanse, but they forget completely about phase 2, the all-important neutralizing and elimination phase. This is the phase where your liver will bind those toxins into water-soluble compounds so they can be excreted. Here's what you need for phase 2: glycine, glutamine, tauruine, cysteine, and methionine. Notice they're all the amino acids that many of us are deficient in. It also requires sulfur-based compounds. You can get this through your cruciferous vegetables, but I like using N-acetylcysteine and lipoic acid. So if phase 1 is like unwrapping the dangerous chemical from its package, phase 2 is like neutralizing it by putting it in a safer container so it can come out. So if we don't support phase 1 effectively, and we don't support phase 2 effectively, your body throws all those toxins straight into fat cells. Don't forget, methylation, which is a key phase 2 detox process, is required for you to drain toxins out of your body. And according to research today, 80% of Americans are deficient in methylation, either because they have a mutation of the MTHFR enzyme or because they physically aren't consuming the correct style of B vitamins. You need to have methylated B vitamins, especially B9 and B12. Choline, betaine, magnesium, these are all key nutrients essential for both phase 1 and phase 2 detoxification. And without adequate nutrients, you can't upregulate the detox pathways of your body. And so what happens? Your body transforms the toxins into fat-soluble toxins, and they go into the fat cells, and they stay there until you pull them out. So if you're serious about detoxing and not just cleansing, then understand this. It's not just about flushing toxins from your body. It is about biomechanically transforming them. And the transformation takes place in your liver. Nutritional tools are required for your liver to do this. So as summary again, phase 1 requires activation of cytochrome P450. You can't go out and get that enzyme because your body makes it. But what you can do is focus on the nutrients that support phase 1. Vitamin C, vitamin E, selenium, copper, zinc, manganese, CoQ10, bioflavonoids, B vitamins, specifically B1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 9, and 12. Now, remember, phase 2 is where we attach that toxin to a water-soluble conjugate, meaning we bind it so it can be safely eliminated. In order to do that, we need amino acids: glycine, tauruine, glutamine, N-acetylcysteine, cysteine, and methionine. You can grab most of these by increasing the high-quality proteins in your diet: grass-fed meats, free-range organic chicken, poultry, and the eggs and fish. It will help you to upregulate the food you eat to get these nutrients into your body. And when we start to support our liver properly, guess what happens? We begin to burn fat fast. A complete guide to detoxification is available to you right now if you simply text the word detox plus your name and email to 704-906-2094. We're going to zip over to you a functional approach to weight loss ebook. It has everything you need: the diet, the shopping list, the guidelines, and the tools necessary to activate both phase 1 and phase 2. And by doing that, you get instant access to a masterclass we're hosting on Saturday, May 10th. It's at 10 a.m. in the morning. It has everything you need to be able to start losing weight and getting your energy back and becoming that fat-burning person that you were designed to be. You can do that right now by texting the word detox with your name and email to 704-906-2094. So now that we know that our liver is extremely important, let's go down the top 10 list of products that you're using every day that is affecting your body's ability to burn fat, could be sabotaging you. This is the toxic top 10 countdowns of the most dangerous products that you're probably using every day in your home. We're going to talk about what they are, how to get rid of them with a replacement, and what they do to your body. Number 1 on the list is non-stick cookware. Teflon and PFAS. Most non-stick cook pans are coated with what are called a perfluoroalkylated substance. It's a big mouth word. It just stands for PFAS. 2 of these that are the most famous is the PFOA and the PTFE. These are found in Teflon, that non-stick nature to your cook pans. These chemicals are persistent in our environment, so they've been labeled as a forever chemical. When heated, they can release toxic fumes that are inhaled, or the food that is cooked on those pans absorb it, and thus we eat that and get exposed to it. PFAS is a well-documented obesogen. They disrupt thyroid function, slow down your metabolic rates, and interfere with hormones like signaling of leptin and insulin. There's research published in the PLOS Medicine Journal that shows that PFAS has been linked to slower metabolism and greater weight gain, especially even when dieting. Guys, this means even if you are trying to lose weight, the perfluoroalkylated substances, PFAS, on your nonstick cookware can be holding you back. What's a safer option? I like to use cast iron, or what are known as ceramic-coated or 100% stainless steel cookware. Look for things like green pan or what's known as Extrema ceramic cookware. They're toxin-free, easy to cook with, and the bonus is when you cook with cast iron, you're even adding trace amounts of iron into your food, which is needed for detoxification. Number 2, plastic water bottles and plastic food containers. Plastic is basically everywhere today, from the Ziploc bags to our food container storages to just everything we wrap our foods in. They are often the ones that are marked with the recycling code number 3 and number 7 because these contain bisphenol A or its chemical compound super cousin today, BPS. These compounds are what are called xenoestrogens. They fake estrogen and mimic your body's hormones. Even BPA-free plastics still often contain BPS, which is sometimes just as harmful. Remember, xenoestrogens increase belly fat, they cause breast tissue to enlarge in men, and they overall create weight gain within your abdomen by disrupting hormone signaling. BPA is also known to slow down thyroid functionality and alters insulin sensitivity, making it really difficult for you to burn fat, and even easier to store it because insulin is a fat storage hormone. The worst part, these chemicals leach when they're heated. So if you're microwaving your leftovers in plastic foods, or you're drinking hot tea or coffee from a plastic cup or plastic-lined paper products, you are supercharging your exposure to this. Solution? Well, why don't we switch to glass, stainless steel, or the newer silicon-based containers? So they make brands that have silicon-based Ziploc bags that are reusable. Pyrex, Hydro Flash, and what are called stasher bags often last longer. They're non-toxic, great for food storage, and they're safer because they don't contain all these chemical products. Number 3 on the list, air fresheners and the scented candles that many of us put around our houses. They contain what are called phthalates. Most store-bought air fresheners and candles contain this chemical compound called a phthalate. They're used to help to enhance fragrances and make them last longer. They're found in anything that you will see that says there's a fragrance or a perfume. And what they can do is include hundreds of undisclosed chemicals. The compounds are absorbed through your skin and in through your lungs as you breathe them. And here's the challenge with phthalates. They are endocrine disruptors that affect everything from your adrenal glands all the way to your thyroid. Phthalates have been shown to lower testosterone, throw off estrogen balance, impair leptin sensitivity. They lead you to be more hungry, less full, and they increase fat storage. They also burn down the liver's detox pathways that we discussed before, shutting off both phase 1 and phase 2, leaving fewer resources for you to be able to burn fat. What's a great alternative? Well, you can use essential oil diffusers or beeswax candles. Even something like simmering a pot of dried herbs, cinnamon and orange peel on your stove with water can create sort of a fragrance throughout the house. You can use brands like Plant Therapy or doTERRA, which offer fragrance options that don't just smell great, but they're also non-toxic. So hey, listen, as we've been discussing phase 1 and phase 2 detox and now breaking down the top 10 toxic products in your home, we unfortunately have a commercial break that's coming up. So I want you to take a moment and text the word detox plus your name and email to 704-906-2094. We're going to shoot the Functional Approach to Weight Loss guide over to you today. It's completely free and yours right now. Second, you get access to the Masterclass coming up Saturday, May 10th at 10 a.m. in the morning. It's yours free. This is your opportunity to start burning fat, bouncing back, spring cleaning your body so you can become the thin, energetic person you were meant to be. All that is available to you when you text the word detox plus your name and email to 704-906-2094. Hey, it's the Ask Dr. Ernst Show. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Wine is a fermented beverage that has been enjoyed by humanity for over 8,000 years. Our ancestors believed in its magical healing powers. Philosophers turned to it to spur new ideas and encourage lively debate. Wine has been a well-studied part of our history, but recently it's changed. The wines sold today in most stores and restaurants are not the same wines enjoyed by our ancestors. Today, wine is a highly processed, factory-made product filled with toxins and industrial additives. The grapes are farmed with machines and heavy pesticide use, and the marketing is misleading and dishonest. Wines free from this human intervention still exist. They're called natural wines. These wines are a return to the old way of making and enjoying wine. Free from commercial additives, high sugar, and heavy alcohol content, these wines are a beautiful expression of nature. They're also extremely rare. Less than 1% of the world's wines are grown to this standard. They are made in hyper-small quantities by family farmers who work by hand using ancient practices. When you drink them, all this becomes clear. You'll notice a completely new wine experience. This is the kind of wine that derive from wine sources. We search the globe looking for pure natural wines, carefully nurtured by family growers who work with nature, and we take it a step further, sourcing wines that meet our strict criteria for farming, purity, and taste. We only work with organically grown wines, farmed without irrigation and without heavy machinery. Grapes are hand-picked and then fermented using native wild yeast, not the industry standard GMO yeasts. Our wines are pure, lab-tested by an independent enologist for metrics including alcohol and sugar. They also taste extraordinary, bright, fresh, and full of life. They jump out of the glass because they aren't sterilized or heavily processed.
Like most sustainable products, sustainable coffee production is not only healthy for the environment, but it's also healthy for the body. Like our commitment to purity in every cup, our focus extends beyond taste to encompass the health of consumers and the environment. At Purity Coffee, the journey from farm to cup should be as pure and sustainable as the coffee itself. Our farmers adhere to rigorous organic farming practices, ensuring our beans are free from harmful chemicals and pesticides.
We try to make organic coffee, even though we didn't know it was organic. We just were not using chemicals or anything like it. We weren't really interested on chemicals. We wanted to have something healthy, something without needs of chemicals. So that's why we went into, by then didn't exist the word organic, I think. We're talking about on the 70s. So nowadays we know the new words, organic, sustainable, and all that. We try to do all that regardless. We didn't do it for any purpose specifically, but we did it because it's the natural things to do. We live on the farm. We have a lot of workers who are thriving to make things better every time. And they love the fact of the challenge of what to do with some waste, what to better up things, what to recycle, what to reuse.
I'm Whitney, a dietitian and diabetes educator, and you may be surprised to know that I actually recommend for my patients to drink coffee. Coffee is actually one of the richest sources of antioxidants in the Western diet. Chlorogenic acid, one of the antioxidants found in coffee, helps not only fight inflammation, which can be the root cause of so many chronic diseases, but it actually can help improve blood sugar balance. Because chlorogenic acid reduces carbohydrate absorption, it can reduce blood sugar spikes at mealtimes.
But our dedication to health doesn't stop there. Purity Coffee is not just about a great cup of coffee. It's about a commitment to protecting the environment for future generations. By partnering with sustainable farms and investing in carbon-neutral practices, we minimize our ecological footprint and promote a healthier planet for all. As consumers, we have the power to drive positive change through our choices. By choosing Purity Coffee, you're not just supporting your own health, you're also championing a movement towards sustainability and environmental responsibility. So why settle for anything less than pure? Choose Purity Coffee and join us on a journey towards a healthier you and a healthier planet. Because when it comes to coffee, purity is the ultimate quality measure.
Welcome back. Happy Saturday. You're listening to the Ask Dr. Ernst show. My name is Dr. Ernst. Hey, it's a show where pounds are shed, disease is dead, and where you get to be set free from your health problems. This episode today is called Spring Cleaning Your Body for Effortless Weight Loss. And in the first segment, we discussed how it is toxins, not calories, that are the real reason for stubborn fat, and how your liver plays a staggering role in burning fat, and how most of us are not paying attention to our livers properly. We think they're just simply a filter, when in fact, it's a metabolic engine with over 500 known pathways to help you be able to regulate your health. One of the major components is how we turn toxins from being fat soluble into water soluble. So ready for this? If your liver is congested or overburdened or overworked, you don't turn fat soluble toxins into water soluble toxins safe for elimination. And those fat soluble toxins start to pile up. And guess what? Fat soluble means they can dissolve into the fat cells in our body. If our fat cells act like protective trash cans, we start to pile more and more of these around because our liver's congested and we can't get rid of the toxins. If we just focus on cleansing, that doesn't actually engage the detox pathways within your liver. Cleanses are great for washing organs, like moving things through your colons to get your bowels moving or flushing your kidneys out. But to truly detox the liver, you must support both phase 1 and phase 2 of the liver detox process. We discussed how phase 1 results in an enzyme called cytochrome P450 being upregulated. You can't run off to the vitamin places around here and go buy cytochrome P450. Your liver makes it. But what you can do are add the nutrients that your body needs to upregulate that enzyme by increasing your antioxidants, bumping your B vitamins, specifically B2, B3, B6, B9, and B12 up, increasing your consumption of glutathione, amino acids, flavonoids, and phospholipids. We talked about how there's protective nutrients, vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E, selenium, copper, zinc, manganese, CoQ10, bioflavonols, and these are all the key components that help to turn on phase 1. Now, here's where most people go wrong again. If you upregulate phase 1, that's only half the process. It's where your body tags the toxin, cleaves it, almost think of it as like opens it up, and is asking your liver to put it into a safe method of elimination. We have to attach that toxin to something. That process is known as conjugation. It's a fancy term that just says I'm going to take a toxin and put it into another wrapper or a holder or an envelope. We can conjugate things by usually sulfonating them, attaching a sulfur group to it. We can methylate it. We can attach a methyl group to it. So the nutrients we need for phase 2 include glycine, methionine, toluene, glutamine, N-acetylcysteine, and cysteine. And as we've discussed, the majority of people are severely deficient in these nutrients. So therefore, phase 1 doesn't tag the toxin for elimination. Phase 2 doesn't bind it, and then they don't get rid of it, so it goes straight into their fat cells. Another thing that we need to discuss is that many of us need to support the actual flushing. This would be the cleansing, right? Coffee enemas, increasing your fiber, good hydration, intestinal moving herbs. These are all phenomenal ways to cleanse, but if you skip the initial detox where you don't support phase 1 and phase 2, it's never going to work, and what happens is we start to pile toxins into the fat cells of our body. Now we're discussing the toxic top 10 products in your home and how they're damaging your health. Number 1, nonstick cookware. It's the Teflon PFAS compounds known as a forever chemical, which are well documented as obesogens. They disrupt thyroid function, they slow down your metabolic rates, and they interfere with the hormones that tell your body to burn fat. Leptin is a hormone that says burn fat now. If you're leptin resistant, we cannot burn fat. Research published in the PLOS of medicine shows that PFAS exposure is linked to a slower metabolism, greater weight gain, even when dieting and exercising. This means that if you lose weight, PFASs will obviously put it right back on, and fast. Safer options for you, cast iron cooking pans, ceramic coated or 100% stainless steel cookware. We like the brands Green Pan and the Exterma ceramic cookwares. They're toxin-free, easy to use, and as a bonus, cooking with cast iron pans adds a healthy amount of trace iron to your food, which most of us need. Number 2, plastic water bottles and our plastic food containers. This is the BPA and the BPSs. Bisphenol A or bisphenol S. These compounds are what are known as xenoestrogens. They mimic estrogen in your body. Even things that are labeled as BPA free often have its nasty cousin known as BPS, which is just as harmful, if not even more. Xenoestrogens, by the way, increase belly fat, breast tissue in men, and overall they promote weight gain because they disrupt hormone signaling. It's been shown to disrupt thyroid functionality and make insulin less sensitive, so it's harder for us to burn fat and easier for us to store it instead. You can start using glass, stainless steel, or the silicon-based containers, Pyrex, Hydro Flask, or even what are called stasher bags, which are silicon-based Ziploc bags that are reusable. They're safer, they're more effective, and they're a lot less toxic for you. Number 3, the air fresheners that many of you are plugging into your cars or into the walls of your house, or the scented candles that are basically fuming off phthalates. Phthalates are chemical compounds that are used to make fragrances last longer. They're found in almost anything that's labeled as having a fragrance or a perfume. The compounds are absorbed through your skin as they're in the air or as you breathe them in through your lungs. And phthalates are known to disrupt everything from your adrenal glands, wrecking your energy, to your thyroid, making it difficult for you to lose weight. They also lower testosterone, throw off estrogen balance, and they wreck leptin sensitivity, which makes us more hungry, less full, and increases our fat storage. Instead of using these toxic fragrances, why don't you try doing things like essential oil diffusers, beeswax candles, or even something as simple as taking dried spices, putting them onto a pot or a pan in your kitchen with a little bit of water and letting it boil so the simmering scent goes through your house. Brands like Plant Therapy or doTERRA offer fragrance options that are completely safe, non-toxic, and are very easy to use. Here's a big one, number 4. Household cleaners. The common cleaning sprays like the window cleaners and the toilet bowl cleaners and all the surface cleaners usually contain what are called volatile organic compounds, bleach, ammonia, or other harsh solvents that can irritate your respiratory tract and your liver. You absorb them as you inhale them while you're spraying them or physically in contact with them as you're using them. These compounds are known to stress out the liver, and here's what they do. They hack away at glutathione. Glutathione is needed again for phase 1, the tagging of toxins and the conversion of them into water soluble, and for phase 2, the wrapping and safe elimination of a toxin. So if a chemical like a VOC found in household cleaners is wrecking glutathione, it's going to shut off your liver's ability to detox. And what happens is it leads to weight gain because, again, the toxins are stored in fat cells. They're also known to disrupt bile function, clog your detox pathways, which makes it very difficult for us to lose weight. What could we use instead of these harsh chemical cleansers? Well, there's natural alternatives like vinegar, baking soda, and essential oils. You can even look to certain companies, Seventh Generation or Force of Nature. They all create non-toxic, biodegradable, plant-based cleaning products that are safe and effective around even your kids and your pets. So it's simply just learning that you need to replace them with healthier options. Number 5, it's a big deal for a lot of you, laundry detergents and fabric softeners. Again, because they're often full of fragrances and other sort of compounds that help to stabilize their chemicals. Many laundry products today are full of artificial fragrance, what are called optic brighteners, and quaternary ammonium compounds. These are soaps that basically, while they're cleaning your clothes, are lingering and affecting liver functionality. The chemicals accumulate inside fat toxins and fat tissues, especially around your lymph nodes and your organs. They are known to be what are called endocrine disruptors, and they especially affect estrogen dominance, which can slow thyroid functionality and cause stubborn weight gain. If you've ever broken out in a rash or had sinus issues after doing the laundry, that alone right there is a red flag that you're sensitive to the products that you're using. You can switch to what are known as fragrance-free or plant-based laundry detergents. Here's a few just so you guys can see. Dr. Bronner's or Ecos, E-C-O-S. For softening, instead of using, I'll call it the laundry detergents and the fabric softeners, try using a wool dryer ball instead and put a few drops of essential oil onto it, which can create a fragrance and also help to make a non-toxic softness to your fabric products. Number 6, this is a big one, makeup and skincare. Usually because they're containing heavy metals or parabens or low-grade levels of formaldehyde. Most conventional beauty products like moisturizers, foundations, mascaras, etc. are loaded with parabens, formaldehyde releasers, and even heavy metals. These are absorbed directly into the bloodstream because you're putting them on your skin. Unlike food, they bypass the digestive system and they go straight to the liver and straight into your circulation of your blood. Parabens, of course, mimic estrogen, and this can lead to hormonal-based weight gain, breast tissue growth, water retention, lymphatic congestion. Heavy metals, lead, often found in lipsticks and eyeliners, can impair thyroid functionality and increase oxidative stress within the human body. The worst part, the beauty industry is a self-regulated system, meaning many of these toxins are completely unregistered, unregulated. There's no set limit, and that's why it's such a big deal with our personal care products. Look for certified non-toxic skincare. There are companies like Beauty Counter, 100% pure. Go to the EWG's working database. It's ewgskindeep.com. They have safer alternative products that you can avoid fragrances and heavy metals. Just simply look up for the safest, cleanest products in the categories of soaps and shampoos and detergents and even, beauty products. Number 7, shampoos and body washes. Listen, I know you guys might think like I'm cleaning my body, I'm all soaped up, I'm lathered up, I must be good. But a lot of these contain SLS, parabens and synthetic fragrances. Sodium lauryl sulfate is a huge chemical toxin. Ingredients that are things like parabens and synthetic fragrances, while they might again give you a nice lather, they're stripping your body of its barrier and destroying the oils on our skin that protect us, and so thus the chemicals go straight into our skin. This is a way that they get directly into our bloodstream, and sometimes it's within seconds. SLS and parabens are known to disrupt your microbiome, and they take the bacteria and disrupt it, leading to increased intestinal permeability. The leaky skin effect is an effect that overworks your liver, and it can drive metabolic slowing down to lead to insulin resistance and hormone toxicity. Over time, even if your skin looks better, usually the internal components of your body are suffering. We can switch out with safer herbal-based products or use non-toxic shampoos. True Botanicals, Alafia, Acru, these are all great ones that make non-toxic, sulfate-free, fragrance-free, and they're usually plant-sourced, so they're not as dangerous. Number 8, perfumes and colognes, often because they have undisclosed chemicals in them. Most perfumes and colognes are concentrated sources of phthalates and chemical solvents. They have hundreds of undisclosed ingredients that are protected under trade secret laws, right? One spray can expose you often to dozens of hormone disruptors. These compounds can interfere with the body's ability to regulate cortisol, estrogen, and even melatonin. They've done studies and found if you stop spraying yourself with perfumes and colognes, over time, people tend to start sleeping better. Long-term use has been linked to fatigue, weight gain, poor sleep, and mood disturbances. And since these are chemicals that are fat-soluble, they accumulate directly in the fat within your body. You can try alternatives like essential oil roll-ons or aromatherapy sprays. There's even brands like Herbivore or Skylar or Prime Botanicals that make a toxin-free based fragrant cologne and perfume. Number 9, the artificial food additives that are found in almost every major produced product. I'll call it boxed food, packaged food item. From boxed cereals to canned sodas, many of these things contain artificial dyes like red number 40, yellow number 5, MSG, and chemical preservatives. These compounds act as neurotoxins and major gut disruptors. They interfere with digestion, metabolism, and even nutrient absorption. MSG, by the way, overstimulates your appetite and can damage your hypothalamus, which is your brain's master regulator of hormones. Artificial dyes and preservatives have been shown to increase hyperactivity. So we see a lot of people with ADD and ADHD get affected. If you want to calm your brain down, one of the easiest things you can do is stop consuming foods with dyes added. These artificial dyes also slow liver detoxification. They wreck both phase 1 and phase 2, and they alter your gut microbiome. This would create what I would call the perfect storm for weight gain and inflammation. This is why it's best to choose foods that has no ingredient label at all, because it's natural. When's the last time you picked up an apple and had to read, what are the ingredients of this? Or a piece of celery or a carrot? Think of it as like real food should have no label because the only ingredient is that food in and of itself. Ones you can recognize or pronounce are the next layer to it. Shop the perimeter of the grocery store. You'll find that typically things on the outside are healthier for you than what you find inside the aisles. Stay as far away as you can from artificial colors, sodium benzoates, potassium bromates, natural flavors. All of these add to your waistline, and I trust you will understand that if we upregulate phase 1 and phase 2 detox of our liver, you take the toxins out of the fat, which helps you to burn them so your body starts to heal by itself. Number 10 on the list of the toxic, top dangerous products in your home is the water that you drink. We've talked about this many times before on many shows I've ever done, but municipal water supplies contain chlorine, fluorine, bromine, and unfortunately, trace amounts of heavy metals. It can even be lead and arsenic and barium and uranium, etc. Sometimes we even find trace amounts of pharmaceuticals. Did you know that tap water can have antidepressants or birth controls or even medications that people are either dumping or urinating out as an excess? These toxins enter our body, of course, as we're drinking or cooking or bathing. And here's the unfortunate reality. Fluoride completes with iodine, making it very difficult for your thyroid to produce thyroid hormone, which slows your metabolism. Chlorine kills off the beneficial bacteria in your gut. Pharmaceutical residues, even at low doses, can disrupt your hormones and cause your liver functionality to go south on you, which creates chronic inflammation, sluggish detox, weight gain, even if you're eating well or exercising daily. So what can we do for this? Well, at the minimum, install a reverse osmosis filter. At the minimum, consider getting a gravity-fed over-counter system that can remove heavy metals, fluoride, etc. Berkey makes a great one. It's a Berkey gravity-fed system. Or you can even go bigger and start filtering the water for your entire house. Aquasana, Purifex, they make entire home systems that can clean your water out excessively. So these are just 10 examples. I mean, that alone makes you go like, oh my God. But these are the everyday toxins that are hiding inside of your house. And listen, they're quietly disturbing the ability for your metabolism to work effectively, and they often drive fat storage. The good news is now you know what to look for and what to avoid and how to start coming up with a healthier home alternative. Now that we've exposed the hidden top 10 in your house, I'd like to shift gears as we wrap this show up today and start teaching you how to actively turn on detoxification. It's a 5-step system, super easy to do. 5 steps to properly detox, not just temporarily, but in a way that helps you to lose weight effortlessly. Here we go. Step number 1. Guess what? Found in the download, which is the functional approach to weight loss. Get this right now. Text the word detox plus your name and email to 704-906-2094. The weight loss ebook guide, functional approach, is going to show you how to activate your detox pathways. It contains an entire detox diet, plus shopping lists and everything you need with the recipes to turn on your liver's ability to activate both phase 1 and phase 2. Simply text the word detox plus your name and email right now to 704-906-2094. We'll zip the ebook over to you today, and you get access, early bird registration to my Masterclass on weight loss, Saturday, May 10th at 10 a.m. That should be step number 1, technically. But here we go. The 5 steps to remove toxins from your body. Number 1, remove the source. Hopefully this makes sense. Before you can start to begin a detox process, we have to stop the daily exposure that you've been doing to yourself. This means looking to the source, getting those toxic top 10 products out of your home. Think of the analogy of this. Trying to detox without removing toxins is like trying to mop a flooded floor while the faucet is still running. You're going to be overwhelmed, frustrated, and burned out. So what we need to do is turn off the faucet. What this means is stop the daily exposure. Start with what you can control: your food, your water, your air, and your home care products. Download the podcast, download the ebook. It has everything you need to eliminate. Number 2, we need to open up the drainage pathways. One of the sources that toxins are often overlooked is the nature of how our liver must get rid of them, and we need to help drain the liver. When drainage pathways are blocked, your attempts to detox will backfire. So picture this. You're cleaning out your garage, but you've locked all the doors. All the junk gets stirred up and there's nowhere to go. When this happens, you can think of it as like detoxing is opening and eliminating the channels. If you don't open the channels, the result will be headaches, fatigue, mood swings, acne, rashes, etc. So how do we open up our detox pathways? With proper hydration, clean filtered water, and by getting your bowels moving regularly. You can do this by dry skin brushing to enhance your lymphatic flow, taking fiber-based supplements to help get your bowels moving. You can increase your water hydration rates to start flushing your kidneys. We need to get things moving first. Step number 3, now the big one. Let's turn on and activate your liver. As we discussed, phase 1 needs antioxidants and B vitamins, and phase 2 needs amino acids, sulfur, and methylation groups. This is where you can turn to specific formulations: milk thistle, N-acetylcysteine, turmeric, glutathione. All great sources that'll help to activate both phase 1 and phase 2. But remember, your liver's job is to detox, and it also regulates hormones, burns fat, regulates your metabolism. So you start to turn on phase 1 and phase 2 detox, you lose weight and your energy comes back and your vitality starts to clear. You'll see more energy, clearer thinking, and even better digestion, where again, weight loss is a side effect. Step number 4, we have to bind and eliminate these toxins. This is a crucial step, often overlooked. A lot of people turn on phase 1 by doing a cleanse, upregulating B vitamins, changing their diet, but then their elimination pathways get blunted, and so it just recirculates. Binders are an exceptional source of doing this. Activated charcoal, bentonite clays, zeolites, chlorella even. Each one of these has different binding affinities, meaning it can go after specific types of toxins, heavy metals, pesticides, mold, etc. We like to use zeolites, fulvic acids, and activated charcoals. Here's the key. Timing is important. Binders should be taken in the evening on an empty stomach, usually paired with plenty of water, so that everything that is eliminated throughout the day is bound to the binders, and then it's safe for elimination. Step number 5, rebuild and restore. This is where we have to sort of help the body recover from its detox process. Think of it as the final step. All of the cells of your body have been actively getting rid of toxins, and we need to enhance them by upregulating energy productivity, and it supports your mitochondria. CoQ10, alpha lipoic acid, B vitamins, and working on your gut to help seal it. Collagen, zinc, glutamine, all of these help to enhance the detoxification process by recovering after you've gone through your detox. You can continue to start moving, begin enhancing your sweating, and all of this will help you with your detox process. So if today's episode struck a chord with you, I highly recommend that you download the Functional Approach to Weight Loss. It has every single step you need to activate a true cellular detoxification inside of it. It's yours free right now. Text the word detox plus your name and email to 704-906-2094. We learned about the liver. Phase 1 and phase 2 are essential. We learned about the toxic top 10 products in your house. Get rid of them and replace them with the healthy substitutes. And we just went over the 5-step detox pathways to activate your body's ability to get rid of these toxins and burn fat fast. Hopefully you found today's show to be helpful and informative. Take a moment right now, text the word detox plus your name and email to 704-906-2094. The ebook is yours free. The masterclass on May 10th is yours free. I know it's around the corner in 4 weeks, but you're going to want to register now. It fills up fast. It's your opportunity to take that right now today. Until next time, I'm Dr. Ernst, reminding you that your body was built to heal, designed to detox, and designed to thrive once you get the interference out of the way. We'll see you guys next week as we continue the conversation of effortless weight loss, all right here, News Talk 1110 WBT with the Ask Dr. Ernst Show. Until then, be blessed. Bye-bye.